You are the leader of your own academic journey. You have a lot of say, more say than you probably realize, about how you move through your days. And if you want to be consistently productive, you want to be able to make meaningful progress, you want to be able to actually sit down when you said you were going to work and follow a plan, well, that requires internal leadership where you are leading yourself from the inside out. So this week in our co-working community, the Academic Writer Space, our theme for the week is leadership. So in our co-working writing retreat sessions, all of us who facilitate will be supporting you to cultivate your own capacity to lead yourself effectively, day to day, moment to moment. And here are some things I want you to think about when you come to our retreats. And of course, these are things anyone can use in their life to help them be more productive and consistent and be able to produce results in a way that feels satisfying to you, and that you're also taking care of your own well-being in the process. So when it comes to leadership, the most important thing is that we cultivate self-awareness. We can't lead in a conscious way. We can't lead in a way where we're living in alignment with what we care about, with our values, what matters to us, if we are in a highly reactive mode where we're not aware of what's happening. So begin to notice and pay close attention to what is the difference between when you're working in a way that works, that produces results and supports your well-being, and when you're not. What are the internal and external variables that increase the odds that you're able to work effectively? And what are the internal and external variables that seem to move you away from working effectively? So for example, if I'm really stressed out and I'm really pressuring myself to make a lot of progress, it is going to be hard for me to lead in a conscious way because my stress is in a sense is in charge of me. If I'm calmer and more centered, I've cleaned off my desk, maybe I have nice music on that's helping me feel calmer, it is going to be easier for me to lead in a more conscious way. Also, think about cultivating internal space where you take time, where you step away, you take deep breaths, you wind yourself down in some kind of way, so that now there's more space inside of you, so that when difficult things happen, then it's more likely that there can be space between the stimulus, whatever it is that happened that's triggered you, and the response that you give, so that you have choice about how you operate and you're not just reactive and saying and doing the first thing that comes into your consciousness. You're recognizing, oh, something's going on. I'm having a difficult moment. I'm feeling kind of triggered right now. This is temporary. Let me slow myself down, calm myself down, and think about what feels wise. What's the best way for me to move forward? And you want to pay attention to your pace. If you are moving through your days where you're multitasking and hustling and rushing from one thing to another, you're leaving yourself vulnerable to being in a much more of a reactive state, and it's difficult to align your behavior with your heart, with your values, with your internal commitments, because you're moving at too fast a clip. And pay a particular attention this week to transitions. So for example, if you're transitioning from not working on your academic work to working, that transition time is a point of vulnerability where we can lose contact with our capacity to lead. So when you're transitioning, whatever the transition is, from teaching to writing, from writing to being with your family, have that awareness of, oh, I'm transitioning right now. What version of me do I want to call forward? Who do I want to lead? How do I want to be? What's my intention? Calling forward something like an intention can make a huge difference in how you now transition in and show up to the next thing that you're doing, or to the person you're engaging with, or even if you're going on a walk, and the purpose of the walk is for you to calm and center yourself. Having an intention and being clear about that can really help you lead more effectively. All right, everyone, I am looking forward to co-working with you. Please come and sign up for a free week of membership if you've never tried co-working with us. It really can be a game changer in your productivity and your well-being. See you, everybody, on Zoom.